Yeah, it's the interrupt side is really.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mark the 10th anniversary of 9/11 and vow never to forget, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence as we remember those who were lost on that fateful morning. Thank you. And here to perform the United States anthem is the second-generation Boston police officer and Medal of Honor recipient, whose brother, Lieutenant Colonel David McNulty, is currently deployed in Afghanistan. Please welcome Stephen McNulty.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our ceremonial first pitch. Delivering our first pitch tonight is the daughter of one of the pilots of American Flight 11. Captain John Oganowski of Dracut, Massachusetts, was a Vietnam veteran, an American Airlines pilot for over 20 years, a loving husband, and a doting father. Keeping the courageous legacy of her father alive, and here to deliver tonight's first pitch, joined by her entire family. Please welcome Mary Oganowski. Catching her pitch will be Ryan Lavarnway. All right, Mary, how about a pitch? Thank you, Mary, and thank you to all our guests here at Fenway Park tonight. It has been a decade since that tragic day, but we will never forget the victims of 9/11, the courage of our first responders, and the bravery of our troops.
Hello, hello, hello. I hear myself now.
and by Southwest Airlines. Hey, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 1 of the series. Let's send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Don, the Red Sox rotation has been up in the air for the last couple of weeks, but some good news today. They will get Josh Beckett back by the end of the week. Beckett threw a bullpen yesterday, played some toss today as well. He will pitch either Thursday or Friday against the Rays. Eric Bedard also has been skipped for a couple of turns through the rotation, but he looks to be making progress. Terry Francona said today he could likely make a start in one of the games of Monday's doubleheader against Baltimore. Clay Buchhold's throwing session went well today, and he told me he's going to throw a bullpen on Thursday. If all goes well, then Buchholz can likely face hitters next week. He is still eyeing pitching in a game in the last series of the regular season against Baltimore, so some good news today. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much. The Red Sox have taken the field, so we will check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Leading it off at shortstop is Mike McCoy with Eric Thames in left field. Jose Bautista is in right field batting third. Edwin Encarnacion is the DH with David Cooper at first base. It's Brett Laurie at third base batting sixth. J.P. Arancibia does the catching seventh with Adam Lowen in center field batting eighth. And Chris Woodward, the former Red Sox infielder, at second base bats ninth. On the mound looking for win number 200 once again as the starting pitcher is brought to you by McDonald's. His 31st appearance, 21st start of the year for Tim Wakefield, a record of 6-6 coming in with a 5.03 earned run average, 139 and 2/3 innings. He's got 78 strikeouts and opponents are hitting at .267 against him.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. They are third in the league. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Marco Scutero, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Josh Reddick. And Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Wakefield.
Mike McCoy stands in on the right side, and the first pitch of the ball game is in there for strike one, and we're underway. McCoy at shortstop, hitting at .207 with a home run. 5 runs batted in. It's a ground ball to Marco Scutero. Throws him out at first base. 1 down here in the first inning. Wakefield hoping that coming back to Fenway Park will help turn things around for Tim, as he has not had a victory since Seattle back on July 24th, and that was here at Fenway Park. Since then, he's had 4 no decisions and 3 losses, losing to the White Sox, the Mariners, and the Oakland A's. That's strike one into Eric Thames. Thames at .263 with 10 home runs, 32 runs batted in. And he gets hit with a pitch down to first base for Thames. Just grazed him.
That knuckleball from Wakefield actually acted like a curveball as it kind of busted in on Thames, the left-handed hitter, and just got him off the sleeve.
So 1 out base runner here for the Jays in the first inning as Jose Bautista stands in on the right side. Bautista taking strike one from Tim Wakefield. 41 home runs for Bautista, 98 runs batted in, and the .305 batting average. He is first in home runs in the majors. As he takes a pitch up high, and it's 1-1.
Only a .231 career batting average against Tim Wakefield. As you see, Bautista at 81 degrees. Last 3 games, 4 for 10 with a home run and 4 RBI.
Swing and a miss. Healthy hack, and it's 1-2. Edwin Encarnacion, the DH, in the cleanup spot for the Blue Jays here. It's a 1-2 pitch, and Bautista takes it outside. 2-2. Wakefield 18 wins in his career against these Toronto Blue Jays. He is 18-14 with a 3.92 earned run average. Here at Fenway, he's 12-9 with a 3.38. As he checks on Thames at first base.
Thames with a couple of steals on the season. He has not been caught yet.
Swing and a miss. Batista coming out of his shoes after that pitch, strikes out. First K for Tim Wakefield.
A good action on that knuckleball from Wakefield, again running away from Jose Batista. A little bit high in the zone, but high enough and far enough away where there could be no contact.
2 down, Eric Thames at first base, and here's Edwin Encarnacion, DH for the Blue Jays in tonight's game. Takes a swing at the first pitch, fouls it straight back.
Had a big series against the Red Sox up there in Toronto on that last road trip.
He leads the team in doubles on the year. He's got a career high 35. No count on the scoreboard so far tonight. It appears to be out. It's a ball and a strike to Edwin Encarnacion. 2 outs in the first inning. That'll flutter inside. Encarnacion's really had a terrific second half. 53 games since the break. He's hit at .303. 386 slugging percentage. It's a pop-up into shallow right. Out goes Pedroia. Reddick coming in, and Reddick takes charge and makes the catch that ends the top of the first inning. The Blue Jays don't score. The Red Sox are coming up from the fens. Tonight. Starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy Dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury in center field, Dustin Pedroia at second base, Adrian Gonzalez at first base, Big Papi David Ortiz in the cleanup spot as a DH. Evan Euclid is back in the Red Sox lineup tonight with Josh Reddick in right, Carl Crawford in left, Marco Scutero at shortstop bats eighth, and Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching. He bats ninth. Brandon Morrow is on the mound tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays. 27th start. He's 9-10 with a 5.12 ERA coming in. He's got 177 strikeouts in 144 innings. As pitcher rising high for ball one. Last time out, a no decision was against the Red Sox. He gave up 8 runs in 4 1/3 innings. Ellsbury chops it to third. Laurie was in on the grass and he throws him out. So 1 down here in the first inning.
Let's take a look at the Toronto defense. That's 9th in the American League. Brett Laurie at third base, Mike McCoy the shortstop, Chris Woodward at second, and David Cooper the first baseman. Left to right, Eric Thames Adam Lowen and Jose Batista, and JP Arancibia doing the catching for Morrow.
One out for Dustin Pedroia. Take strike one from Morrow. Dustin starting the night. Turn things around here at home after a very difficult road trip. It's a 296, 18 homers, and 77 runs batted in. Road trip at the plate for Pedroia. He was 3 for 31 on the trip. And just 2 for 11 in the weekend series against Tampa Bay to wrap up the road trip. A 1-1. No one gets away. Just took off.
Morrow tried to throw a changeup right there, and apparently slipping out of his hand way up over the target and over the head of Arancibia. Changeup at 82 miles an hour.
Well, it's been a tough slide for Morrow so far. In his last 7 outings, he is 1-5 with a 6.59 earned run average. Swinging a foul tip by Pedroia that time. He's allowed 10 home runs, including 8 home runs in his last 4 outings. Mentioned the tough outing against the Red Sox last time out. That ended up being a win for the Jays, 11-10. He gave up 8 runs in that outing in 4 1/3. He's lost 3 straight. Pedroia sends it towards the gap in left center field. That'll get down to the track and the wall. Lowen back to play it as Pedroia pulls it up at second base with a 1-out double.
Now you mentioned Don Pedroia, 3 for his last 31, but starts this game off with a double on what looked to be a cut fastball from Morrow. It stays up about belt high, and Pedroia finds that gap in left center field for the 1-out double.
Safe at second, safe and secure. New York life.
For Pedroia, his 33rd double of the season.
One down here in the first inning. Dustin Pedroia at second base and Adrian Gonzalez a batter. 339, 25 home runs, 108 runs batted in. As he takes ball 1 away. This will bring out Arancibia to talk to Morrow. Well, John Farrell's team coming in a game over 500. They're now 74-73. And they have won 2 straight games. The Jays are 15.5 games back. But 4 of the 5 teams in the American League East have a better than 500 record. The Orioles under 500. They are 58-88. Terrific numbers for Adrian against the Blue Jays in 14 games at 379. 5 homers, 14 runs batted in. As he takes ball 3, 3-0. Jed Lowry has come out on deck here for David Ortiz. Pitch is up high, so apparently a lineup change here for the Red Sox. As down to first base goes Gonzalez. Jed Lowry digging in here in lieu of David Ortiz, who's scheduled to bat in this spot. And Terry Francona letting Lowry know to let the umpire know that he is pinch hitting. And Greg Gibson steps out and will change his lineup card. So not sure what happened to Big Papi.
This had to be a very, very late change for the Red Sox because obviously the lineup we had was David Ortiz in it. We had no information that he was not going to play prior to the ball game. And Jed Lowry taking his spot as the DH.
It had to be late for the umpire just to be notified now when the batter is coming up. So 255, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in for Jed Lowry, who is the DH. And a swing and a miss. We think he's the DH. Lowry will take the strike and is quickly down 0-2. Dustin Pedroia at second base, Adrian Gonzalez at first base. 1 out in the first inning. And a swing and a miss. Lowry down on strikes, tough at bat against Morrow, and it's the first strikeout for Brandon Morrow, 2 down in the first inning.
Yeah, Brandon Morrow goes to the breaking ball, quickly got ahead of Lowry and puts him away with a ball that's out of the strike zone.
So 2 down in the inning, 2 on for Kevin Youkilis in his return to the Red Sox. Youkilis sitting at 261, 17 homers, 80 runs batted in. Youkilis was leaving the Red Sox and they were on the road to come back home again. Ended up getting a shot in his hip and now sports hernia as well, dealing with that, and will play through the pain for the remainder of the season. I guess the question is how he will be able to do it the remainder of the year. And then Kevin today talking about having to have surgery at the end of the year, something that he's had in the past, but going to try to play through, and he gets hit. Ball places on the hip on the left side, and that's where his problems have been. As he makes it down to first base, hit by a pitch to load the bases. How about that?
Well, kind of figures that's the way that he would return to the lineup, getting hit by a pitch. I mean, he gets hit a ton. They go in with a fastball, gets him right off the thigh, it looked like. And Youkilis makes his way down to first base.
So base is loaded, 2 down. A chance here for Josh Reddick. Reddick takes strike 1 over the inside corner. Just under 300 at 298. 7 home runs and 28 runs batted in. He was 9 for 24 in the road trip for the Red Sox.
Seeing quite a few cut fastballs from Morrow here in the first inning. About 91 on his cutter. His cross seam is about 95.
Trying to get out of a big first inning jam. 2 down in the inning as Reddick fouls it off down by the shoe tops. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Bases loaded, 2 down in the Boston first inning. This will bounce in, and it's blocked by Aaron Sebia. 2-2.
If I had to guess with David Ortiz, it has to be some kind of sickness because he was out taking batting practice this afternoon.
Well, a very late scratch. Jed Lowry pinch hit for him here in the first inning. Lowry struck out. Youkilis hit by a pitch. Bases loaded, 2 down. Reddick will chop it to first base. Cooper's got it. He'll flip to Morrow. It goes off his glove. 1 run is in. Here comes another as the Red Sox, scoring both Pedroia and Gonzalez, take a 2-0 lead. Jays could have been out of the inning, but instead the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
Now that's the kind of break the Red Sox are certainly looking for right there. Anything positive to happen. Looked like it was going to be the 3rd out of the inning. All of a sudden the flip from Cooper goes over the head of Morrow. He can't handle it. Right there off the top of his glove as he's trying to catch it and look at the bag at the same time. And the Red Sox will pick up 2 runs out of that error.
Well, David Cooper at first base tonight for the Jays. Very costly error there. So instead of being out of it, it is 2-0. And Carl Crawford now bats with runners at second and third. And hits a ground ball right side to Chris Woodward, who fires to first to end the inning. But the Red Sox, on a big error, end up with 2 runs on top 2-0 after 1. Back at Fenway Park with the Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays 2-0, top half of the second inning. David Cooper leading it off. Great to have Sean Thornton of the world champion Boston Bruins, Stanley Cup champion Bruins. How's it going?
Good, really good. Thanks for having me.
Off season just like that?
Flying by. Friday we're back out at 6 a.m. fitness testing. Here we go.
Unbelievable. Here we go.
It's been a good summer, though. It's good when they're short summers. I'll take those for the rest of my career.
I think one of the coolest things about winning the Cup is that everybody on the team has a chance to spend a day with the Cup, as this one is out to deep left and is going to be off the wall. Trying for 2 is Cooper. The throw is going to be off the mark, and as a result, he's going to be able to get in. But Sean Thornton, what did you do with your day with the Cup?
I was fortunate enough to get 2. I got a day back home. That one was pretty relaxed. I shared it with family, close friends, shut down my buddy's restaurant, and had about 80 to 100 people there, had a band. Good times. Here in Boston, did a lot more with it. Had a lot more people to see. Took it over to Children's. Brought it here actually so the people in the ticket office that take care of me can take their pictures with it. Then I shut down the Roxy or the Royale, I think it's called now, and Dropkick Murphys played a private show for me and 500 of our closest friends. It was awesome. It was unbelievable.
That's great. Pickoff try at second. Wakefield bluffing. I understand you are hooked up here with Kevin Youkilis.
Yeah, after a game, I think it was in December, we went out to grab a bite to eat afterwards, and he asked if I wanted to be involved in his charity with Ray Allen and Taylor Twillman. I said, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to put my name on it. So we are going to be here tomorrow morning presenting a couple books to a couple military families with the mayor. Looking forward to it. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to put my name on something like this, and he's such a good guy. We get along really well, so anytime I can help out and give back a little bit, I'm happy to do it.
This works out to be a base hit. The ruling on this play here, Scudero getting it to first, but reaching is Brett Laurie. 2 on, nobody out. Well, it's amazing. Training camp is here already. I know the years that the Red Sox won the championship, it seemed like the parade was over and it was time to go to spring training. I'm sure very quick.
Yeah, not as much golf time as normal. I think I only played, a half a dozen rounds this year, which is very abnormal for myself.
High on the wall and almost gone. They're going to call it gone, in fact. 3-run home run, the indication by the third base umpire, Jerry Davis. And it hit at the top of the wall, it appeared. And Terry Francona is going to come out and argue. I don't think it was gone at first look. We'll have to take another look. It did come back strangely, though. Yeah,
so tough to tell when it hits the top of that wall whether it's gone over to the flat part of the wall or, on that little hangover that they have. That's a home run.
Yep, it is. Hit the ledge. It hit the ledge right at the top there. And it did come back strangely. that it is a 3-run home run for J.P. Arancibia, who gets his 23rd home run of the year. The Red Sox go from a 2-0 advantage to trailing 3-2 in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they're going to go in and review that right now, but the fact is I'm sure they're going to come back with the same conclusion we had, that the ball did get on top of that green monster for the 3-run home run.
So we understand in this book program that fans can drop off books at various locations.
Yeah, I think gates A and C here until September 30th, if I'm told correctly.
Yes.
Books for children under 5 years old. You can go to, I think it's, hold on a second.
Here it is right here for you.
Thank you. There's a website there that you guys can go to and check out a list of books. I donated the Very Hungry Caterpillar. I signed a couple copies, and that was my book of choice. But there's a bunch of guys that picked the book and donated. I think it's a great thing that he's doing. I mean, he gives back a ton. So, like I said, if I can be a part of it, it's awesome.
Well, we really appreciate you stopping by. We look forward to it. We hope fans will step up and help both Sean Thornton and, of course, Kevin Euclid, who does a great job in the community as well. Great to see you. Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Good seeing you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
You want to drop me right now just to stay in shape?
Just push him around a little.
There's not enough money in it. I need to be paid to drop people.
I'll give you some cash.
We'll see how much you can get out there. Yeah, I got no problem.
I got at least $8. You just push him around. Something. All right. Thanks very much. We appreciate it. Well, the Bruins season is here again. It's amazing. The Bruins winning the Stanley Cup, and time to go again. So, but it is true. Kevin Euclid, who's been so instrumental in the community. Again, Red Sox Children's organization, Reach Out and Read, the nationwide school readiness program, together hosting a book drive to support military families in Massachusetts and in Rhode Island. We hope you will help out by donating a book as they check this out. But, Jerry, I think we're pretty sure this is gone.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear by the replay that we have. At first, take a look at the swing by Arancibia. And of course, at that point, he's not quite sure whether he's got the top of the wall or not. But as we see it go over the wall right there, that's pretty clear that it's going to be a home run. So the Red Sox get 2 in the bottom of the first, and very quickly back comes Toronto with their 3 runs.
They are an explosive team offensively, as we have seen firsthand, and the Blue Jays got to be very excited about the future. Their young catcher, J.P. Arancibia, gets his 23rd home run, RBIs 73, 74, and 75. Comes the umpiring crew as they head back out again. And it is indeed a 3-run home run. He had a 2-run home run off Tim Wakefield last time. He's got a 3-run home run off Tim Wakefield this time. Crew Chief Jerry Davis making the indication. So just like that, the Blue Jays have a 3-2 advantage now in the second inning. And it brings up Adam Lowen, who recently got his first Major League home run. Former pitcher in the majors, coming back as an outfielder. We saw him make his Major League debut against the Red Sox when we were up in Toronto.
And against Tim Wakefield.
Up the middle, Pedroia is sprawling to get it. Gets up and throws out Lowen. Nice play.
Now Dustin Pedroia, who has played a Gold Glove second base all season long, does it again. Goes into the slide, quickly back to his feet. The accurate throw to first base to pick up the out. First out here of the second inning.
One down for Chris Woodward, former Red Sox infielder, who is 0 for 6 so far with the Blue Jays. Actually came up originally in the Jays system. We saw him in Seattle and, of course, a member of the Red Sox briefly. In there for a strikeout. It's 1-1. Realize, Jerry, we still have not seen the cup. I think we're the last 2 people on the face of the earth that have not had a chance to take a picture with the cup. This is said foul. We were able to have our own mini celebration, but we never did get the cup.
Well, it made its way around Nesson, did it not?
I think it did. We were on the road.
We were on the road, yes.
We were in Philadelphia at the time that it hit Nesson.
Yeah, maybe next year.
We still had a nice mini celebration, though. I enjoyed our celebration. It was small, just a few friends. Remember this? A little smaller than everybody else's. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. Woodward strikes out. Man, that's the second strikeout for Wakefield. 2 down.
Looks like that might have been the curveball right there from Tim Wakefield to pick up the strikeout on Woodward. Strikeout of Batista was a knuckleball. That was the curveball from Wakefield.
Mike McCoy is his second time through now. Showed bunt, took the strike. He grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. This is outside. 2-1 now to McCoy. Wakefield falling behind 3-1. That's a strike. Full count.
3-1 fastball from Wakefield to run the count to 3-2.
One given up by Wakefield is the 23rd that he's given up on the season. That leads the team. This one foul back and to our left. With 39 2/3 innings, the 23 home runs allowed by Tim Wakefield this year. JP Arancibia getting him a 3-run home run. McCoy lifts it in the air to right field. Reddick is over to make the catch. That ends the inning with the damage done. JP Arancibia's 3-run home run as the Blue Jays on top 3-2. It is now 3-2. Blue Jays on top. Marco Scudero leads it off and takes strike one. Key matchup brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Marco Scudero against Brandon Morrow, 6 for 10. All singles, 4 RBIs along the way. Scudero, Saltalamacchia, and Ellsbury back here in the second inning. The Yankees are in Seattle tonight, so they'll get underway much later tonight. Now the Orioles have a 1-0 advantage over Tampa Bay in the third inning. New York will be A.J. Burnett tonight. One-two kicks in and over the shoulder of Arancibia. Morrow, who gave up 2 runs in the first inning, and miscue. And very costly. His team gets the runs right back very quickly on the 3-run home run by Aaron Sebia. Scudero fouls a pitch down the right field line. So Iglesias, one of the call-ups, tons of them for the Red Sox today, with the Pawtucket Red Sox now out of the postseason. They lost 3 straight to Lehigh Valley. Marty Baylor, the manager of the Pawtucket Red Sox, is now here, accompanied by Lars Anderson. Red Sox adding Anderson, Iglesias, Tazawa, Gathright. This one is sent foul down the right field line. Trevor Miller is here. Nate Spears, who appeared in 3 games for the Red Sox, is not here at this point.
That is one full clubhouse down there right now.
Is. There's Joey Gathright, who, of course, been in the Red Sox roster before. I didn't really see this coming, Jerry, to be honest with you. It sounded like when the season was wrapping up, listening to Terry Francona, we have a couple of different guys that come up here that may help us out. You know, somebody that we may think would help us. We're not going to really reward guys because kind of in a pennant race. This is into right field, a base hit for Marco Scudero, but somewhere along the line that kind of changed. All of a sudden, there's a lot of guys here.
Yeah, I expected to see Gathright here because, you know, they wanted speed, a guy that could pinch run, but I was quite surprised to see everybody else that was called up today. That base hit by Scudero, by the way, makes him 7 for 11 in his career against Brandon Morrow. Takes it to the opposite field, gets a fastball away, and shoots it that way to pick up the base hit to lead off the second inning.
So Scudero at first base to get it started here in the second. Jared Saltalamacchia takes ball 1 away. 247, 16 homers, 51 runs batted in. He's 2 hits shy of 1,000 for his career. He's hit at 417 so far in September. Had a great start to September. Scudero now hitting at .525 against his old team, the Toronto Blue Jays, this season. He's been amazing. So what he did against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto at Rogers Center. 1-0 will get away from Aaron Sebia as Scudero takes second base.
Right now, Brandon Morrow is having a very difficult time controlling that breaking ball. That hard slider that he throws down and in right there gets by Aaron Sebia. And Scudero in scoring position at second base.
Wild pitch charged to Morrow. Two-0 pitch to Saltalamacchia coming up. And it's grounded foul. We get word in between innings that David Ortiz was scratched from the lineup tonight with back spasms right before the game. So that is the reason Jed Lowry pinch hit for David Ortiz in the first. Big Poppy with back spasms, so that's not good. Another injury for the Red Sox at a bad time. On the ground to first base, Cooper's got it. He'll take it himself to the bag for the first out as Scudero takes third base with now 1 down. Well, in the next round of our newest reality competition series, AT&T Schooled, Nesson's College Face-Off, presented in part by your local Chevy dealers. The universities of Vermont and Massachusetts go head-to-head. Find out who takes this battle of wits tonight after Red Sox coverage, and visit Nesson.com/schooled for more. 1 out, Marco Scudero is at third base. And here is Jacoby Ellsbury. Grounded out to third base in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Entering tonight's action, Ellsbury at 91 degrees on the temperature gauge. Developed by Baseball Info Solutions and Bill James. 1-0 is in the air to left, struck well. Thames going back, and it is off the wall. From third base comes Scudero. Throw goes to second. It's not in time, and the Red Sox have tied the score 3-3. 92nd RBI of the year for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, Jacoby going to the opposite field, lifting it the other way off that wall. Again, it's the cut fastball. It looks like for Morrow. And this ball clanking off that left field wall. It'll drive in Scudero. And the Red Sox have tied the score. So back and forth we go early in this ball game.
So a 17-gamer now with that double. Hitting at .357 during the 17-game hitting streak. 3 homers along the way, and his 11th double of the streak as Pedroia takes strike one. Dustin with a double in the first inning. Taken all the way, and they're going to charge a balk to Morrow. They award third base to Ellsbury.
I wonder if it's for not stopping long enough. Let's take a look. Yeah, he just bounced right off his belt, and they called the balk.
So Ellsbury now just 90 feet away with the go-ahead run.
And infield coming in for the Blue Jays.
Pedroia lines it to left. Thames coming in to make the catch. Ellsbury is going to just tag and score, and the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead. On top again. Pedroia gets the RBI and the sac fly, his 78th RBI, and the Red Sox take the lead.
Well, that's the second time tonight Pedroia has hit the ball very, very hard. Got that double back in the first inning. Now a line shot. Thames has to go into a slide, and once that happens, no problem for Jacoby Ellsbury to score and give the Red Sox the lead.
Two down for Adrian Gonzalez. They would take strike one. Adrian walked and scored in the first inning. That one zipped inside, and it's a ball and a strike now to Gonzalez.
Gonzalez came into the game a .417 hitter against Brandon Morrow.
Morrow has really struggled lately, and the struggles have continued. Jed Lowry waits on deck. Lost 3 straight. Kansas City, Tampa Bay, New York, and the Red Sox. As the pitch missing down low, ended up with a no decision against the Red Sox last time out, a game that the Blue Jays ended up winning. He's lost 5 of his last 6 games. Ground ball down to first. Cooper's got it. He'll take it to the bag to end the inning. But the Red Sox score a pair and take a 4-3 lead at the end of 2. Back at Fenway Park, Red Sox on top 4-3 over the Blue Jays. Leading it off is Eric Thames, who sends one foul down the left field line out of play. In his first at bat, he was hit by a pitch from Tim Wakefield, who has another lead. Had a 2-0 lead, but the Blue Jays scored 3 times in the second. Now he's got another lead, and here's a ground ball base hit into right field for Thames. Come the Jays again.
Now Thames goes 0 for 5 against Wakefield coming into the game, hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Now a topspin ground ball base hit in right field for the hit. Had a beautiful shot between innings of the moon. I think it's the harvest moon. I know it was yesterday. I don't know if it still is today. There it is.
Very nice.
Now the harvest moon usually comes in October.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's here in September.
It's early.
I don't know why.
Well, it's definitely full, though. Would you agree? It's maybe not.
Maybe
the building's kind of in the way. The Prue. The 1-0 is a swing and a miss for Bautista.
I have no idea how long the harvest moon stays a harvest moon.
Bautista jumping back out of the way, takes a high strike. And it's 1-2.
Now Bautista right on top of the plate, as you can see, his hands over the plate, and that ball on the inside part of the plate for a strike. As Bautista jumped back.
Rolls it foul over by the on deck circle. The $2 Red Sox instant ticket from the Mass State Lottery offers players over $26 million in cash prizes, official Red Sox gear, and chances to win up to $25,000 from the field at Fenway. Season's first perfect game. Visit masslottery.com. This will get by Saltalamacchia, and the runner Eric Thames will take second base.
Saltalamacchia dipping down with the knuckleball, can't make the catch on it, and Thames in scoring position.
Goes as a pass ball. So Thames at second base now, and a 2-2 to Bautista. Takes a hack and fouls it back. Leads the majors with 41 home runs. Leads the majors in walks with 114, on base percentage at .443, slugging percentage at .627. High drive, deep left. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's fair off the pole, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Jose Bautista, his 42nd home run of the year. And again, the Blue Jays take the lead. Back and forth we go. And Toronto jumps on top now, 5-4.
And it's all been on the long ball. Aaron Sebia with the 3-run home run, and now Bautista with a 2-run homer. Out over the plate, home run number 42 on the season for Bautista. A line shot that goes off the foul pole, right at the top of the foul pole.
Pitch missing for ball 1 to Edwin Encarnacion. Well, he hits some blasts. And misses for ball 2, 2-0. There's action in the Red Sox pen. Scott Atchison first up. It'll flutter up and away, and it is 3-0. Last time out for Tim Wakefield, also against Toronto, went 5 innings. 5 runs, 4 were earned. And Tim left that game. The Red Sox had an 8-5 lead. And he exited after 5 innings. Bullpen cannot help him out. That was the night that Daniel Bard ran into a lot of trouble. There's ball 4, and down to first base goes Encarnacion. First walk allowed by Tim Wakefield. Well, the opening of the Patriots season and the Bruins soon to follow. Now is the time to save your seat at Gillette Stadium and TD Garden. Visit aceticket.com right now to get great seats to upcoming Bruins and Patriots games.
And what an opening game last night for the Patriots.
It was pretty good. Woo. A lot of tight end use.
Yes.
Last night. An incredible game for Tom Brady. Over 500 yards. Runner on here. 2-run home run by Bautista in the inning. Encarnacion at first base. Nobody out here in the third as Cooper takes the ball outside. Lays off and takes ball 2-0. Wakefield giving up a 3-run home run in the second to Aaron Sebia. 2-run home run here in the third to Jose Bautista. 2-0 is a strike over the outside corner. Fly ball to center field. Ellsbury going back onto the track to make the catch for the first out of the inning as Encarnacion goes back to first, 1 down. Well, it's time now for tonight's twisted but true fact of the game. Tim Wakefield making his second straight start against the Blue Jays. Marks the 6th time in his career that he's made consecutive starts against Toronto. In the second start of the previous 5, Wakefield 2-1 with a no decision. For a second straight time, he'd be facing Brandon Morrow. Marks the 5th time he has faced the Blue Jays back-to-back starts that he's faced the same pitcher. Twisted Tea Art Iced Tea. Refreshing hard iced tea. Tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. He has allowed as many runs as he did in his last outing against Toronto tonight. And that's in 2 1/3 innings at the moment. And now going to deal with Brett Laurie. Laurie with an infield hit in the second inning to shortstop. 50th pitch for Wakefield is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Now, for those who watch the series up in Toronto, Brett Laurie is going to be a good player. Very good player.
Red Sox unfortunately had the walk-off win against Toronto, and one of the losses they had of the 4 games, and they lost 3 of them. And one, of course, Laurie had the walk-off home run. It's this hard down to third. It's bobbled by Youkilis. Got one play. It's at first, and he's late. Error charge to Youkilis down at third base.
It's hard to tell whether Youkilis got his hand involved in that before it got into the glove. There's the bounce. It just clanks off Youkilis in the glove. By the time he goes to first base, Laurie runs very well, and they're not able to get him.
So 2 on, 1 away, and J.P. Arencibia, the batter, as he takes a strike over the outside corner. Arencibia with a 3-run home run in the second inning, his 23rd home run of the year. That's a strike over the outside corner. Too far inside, 1-2. Arencibia, who coming into this game led American League catchers in home runs, has added another tonight. First in the league in triples with 4 among catchers. Second in RBIs. It's Ground ball foul into his own dugout. The most home runs by a rookie catcher in the American League since Matt Noakes at 28 home runs. Remember the Tigers back in 1987. Swing and a miss. Wakefield needed that as he strikes out Aaron Sebia. Third strikeout for Tim Wakefield, 2 down in the inning.
That time the ball darting away from Aaron Sebia again. It looks like it might have been the curveball from Wakefield to pick up the strikeout. We've seen more curveballs and fastballs tonight from Wakefield than we have in previous starts. Not a lot of them, but more.
Moon is moving around, Jerry. It's down to the right of the Prue.
Yeah, moving quickly.
2 down here in the third inning. Adam Lowe in the batter, and a check swing foul. So his first major league hit in his first game in the big leagues as a position player. And that was against the Red Sox when the Red Sox were up at the Rogers Center in Toronto. That's in there for strike 2. Encarnacion at second base, Laurie at first base, 2 down, 2 runs in. Rowan with a wild swing and a miss, strikes out to end the inning. Blue Jays get a 2-run home run from Jose Bautista. Toronto back on top, 5-4 after 2.5. For the Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox. We head to the last half of the third inning. Blue Jays back on top again for Brandon Morrow. Swing and a miss for Jed Lowry, leads it off here in the home half of the third inning. Lowry in there for David Ortiz in the DH spot. David scratched right before game time with back spasms. So it was Jed Lowry who's the DH, and Lowry struck out in his first at bat in the first inning. 0-2 pitch. And his flared foul, still 0-2. Well, don't miss the best radio tandem in Boston with interviews from the likes of Tom Brady, Boomer Esiason, and our own Jerry Remy. It's Dennis and Callahan, weekdays at 6 a.m. right here on NESN and across the WEEI Sports Radio Network. The 0-2 pitch to Lowry. Way off, according to Jerry Davis, crew chief and third base umpire.
Good call down there by Davis, as that was no swing by Jed Lowry.
Takes the 1-2 inside, and it is 2-2. Oh, giving up 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. Swing and a miss, strikes out Lowry for the second time tonight. He's sent it down to Heidi.
Don, Kevin Youkilis is back in the lineup today, although he is dealing with 2 injuries. He has bursitis in his left hip. He also has a sports hernia also on the left side. Now, he will have surgery in the offseason to repair that sports hernia, but for now is playing through the pain, as he says a lot of the guys are doing right now.
If you're not 100%, you got to try your best to get to 100%. And sometimes guys have to play in April at 75%, and they slowly get back to 100%. And sometimes it happens later in the year, and sometimes guys deal with stuff all year. And you got to play the game, and you're not always going to be healthy. I always joke around and say, once you put on the spikes the first day of spring training, you're not healthy for the rest of the year.
I spoke with Red Sox medical director Tom Gill. He said the 2 injuries aren't related, although the pounding and diving that causes the bursitis is the same thing that can cause a sports hernia. He said Youkilis can't hurt himself any further by playing, since they've already decided to have surgery in the offseason. But he said it is a very painful injury, so it will be something that bothers him. It may require a day off here and there, and as you remember, he got hit with a ball in that hip in his first at-bat today. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much. Remember Mike Cameron going through a similar injury last year, and the pain he was in, and of course did have surgery during the offseason, and just can't be real comfortable during a daily basis. I know no one's healthy this time of year, but he sounds like he's really unhealthy at the moment.
Yeah, he's really banged up. There's no question about that, and we're just going to have to see, Don, how much you get out of Kevin Youkilis the rest of this season. You know, can he go every day? Can he play through that pain day in and day out? Is he going to need some time off? Or we're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a day-by-day thing, I think.
Well, his return tonight, he has been hit by a pitch. He was grounded out. 1-0 is softly lined into right, and just out of the reach of Chris Woodward into right field. Reddick has got a base hit. 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
Well, Josh Reddick reached on that error back in the 1st inning. Now a soft line drive up over the head of Woodward at second base. Gives the Red Sox a base runner with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning.
9-gamer now for Reddick at 467 during the hitting streak. He's at first with 2 down for Carl Crawford. And Crawford takes strike 1. Carl grounded out to second base in the 1st inning. He's 0 for 1. Sit safely in 9 of his last 11 games. Popped up, foul ground. That'll get back and out of play. Aaron Sebia going as far as he can. In the dirt, no advance for Reddick. Aaron Sebia quickly up to grab it.
Nice job by Aaron Sebia there to bounce up, get that baseball before Reddick can head to second base and get in the scoring position.
Just outside, and it's 2-2. Runner goes. Crawford fouls it off himself and will do it again. 2-2. Reddick taken off that time. I want to remind you to vote for the player who's gone above and beyond expectations in Boston this season for a chance to drive away in a brand new 2011 Chevy Silverado, courtesy of your New England Chevy dealers. Cast your vote for the 10th Player Award by this Thursday, September the 15th at NESN.com/10th player. 2 down in the bottom of the third inning. Josh Reddick at first base and Carl Crawford with a count of 2-2. Rip foul to the end of the Red Sox dugout. Throw to first and Reddick diving back to the bag. Crawford fouling it off again, and it hangs at 2-2 to Carl. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up for Crawford here with 2 down and Reddick at first base. Very brief 2-game series here between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. 6th and final series of the season series for 2011. Red Sox are 9-7 against Toronto in the season series so far. They've outscored the Blue Jays 115-66. It's ball 3, and it's a full count now to Crawford. With a win tonight or tomorrow, the Red Sox would claim a victory in the season series for the 3rd straight year. They were 11-7 against them in 09, 12-6 against the Blue Jays last year. It was a 3-2 and a foul back to the screen.
A very brief series, as you mentioned, Don. A night game tonight, an afternoon game tomorrow at 1:30 here at Fenway.
So Jays will be in and out, although they did enjoy their off day here yesterday in Boston. They came in on Sunday night. John Farrell and Brian Butterfield. 3-2 pitch to Crawford is in the air to right center field. Hit pretty well as Lowen goes back into the triangle to make the catch at the wall. Adam Lowen able to rob Carl Crawford of a 2-run home run. Nice catch by Lowen up against the wall out there in right center. We have played 3 from Fenway. Toronto on top 5-4. How about this catch? 5-4 Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox. Fly ball off the bat of Chris Woodward to shallow center. And Jacoby Ellsbury makes the catch for the first out of the 4th inning.
What a play by Adam Lowen, a converted pitcher, now an outfielder, takes a home run away from Kyle Crawford. What concentration it takes to go back to that wall and crash into the wall, and you can see Crawford can't believe it. Just a few years ago, Lowen was pitching for the Baltimore Orioles.
1 out here in the 4th inning for Mike McCoy. He was grounded out to short, flied out to right. 204 batting average for McCoy. Saw him in the outfield when the Red Sox were up in Toronto. Now back into the infield, plays both, and seen him at second base in the past. Gets the start at shortstop tonight. Midfield here into the 4th inning, throwing 66 pitches so far in the night. It is 2-1 in the dirt, and it's 3-1 now to McCoy. Tim has yet to have a 1-2-3 inning on the night. He hit a batter in the first, worked around that, gave up the 3-run home run to Aaron Seaby in the second, a 2-run shot to Jose Bautista in the third, and there's a strike. It makes the count full now to Mike McCoy.
Couple of attempts at bunting in this at bat by McCoy, that last time on a fastball from Wakefield on the 3-1 count.
Popped up, foul ground. Adrian Gonzalez is over. He's got to play, and he makes it for the second out of the 4th inning. Well, before the game tonight, the Jimmy Fund and the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute was presented with a check for more than $3.4 million. This gift was gathered at the 10th annual WEI NESN Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for people of all 50 states and around the world. I want to thank each and every one of you who contributed to this cause, and to all of us here at NESN, we're proud to do our part, donating time and money to make the telethon a success once again. On the run to make the grab is Josh Reddick out in right field. It ends the top of the 4th, 5-4, Toronto on top.
More than $3.4 million was raised to support adult and pediatric cancer research and care at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston. Here to accept a check for more than $3.4 million, please welcome Suzanne Fountain, Director of the Jimmy Fund. And here to present the check, Intercom Vice President and Market Manager Jeff Brown. Intercom Vice President of Programming and Operations, Jason.
Tonight, following Schooled, join Randy Scott for NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Patriots running back Kevin Falk will be in studio to break down Tom Brady's record-breaking performance in last night's season opening with the Dolphins. Plus, they'll continue their countdown of the best moments from the Bruins championship season. All this and much more on NESN Daily tonight, following Schooled, only on NESN. Last half of the fourth inning at Fenway Park. Blue Jays on top 5-4. Brandon Morrow back on the hill, and he misses for ball one to former Toronto Blue Jay Marco Scutero. Followed by Saltalamacchia and Ellsbury here in the fourth inning. Marco singled in the second inning. Had one of 4 Red Sox hits in the game. And that's a strike. 2-1. Well, the Red Sox have lost 5 consecutive games, their second longest streak of the season, behind that 6-game slide to begin the year between Texas and Cleveland to get it started for Boston right out of the gate this season. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. The 2-2 pitch, the 70th from Morrow, is fouled off. The biggest problem lately for the Red Sox has been the starters faltering. Red Sox starters have failed to last more than 5 innings in each game during their current losing streak. This is out to right field, and Jose Bautista comes in to make the grab for the first out of the fourth inning. I want to remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. One out in the fourth inning for Jared Saltalamacchia. Grounded out to first base in the second inning. On the ground right side to Chris Woodward. And there's 2 down in the fourth inning. Well, the Tampa Bay Rays have David Price on the mound tonight. He's matched up against Alfredo Simon going for the Orioles, and it is the Orioles on top right now 1-0. They're in the top of the sixth inning. Price has given up 2 hits, and Simon has given up 3, but it is the Orioles on top 1-0. 2 down here in the fourth inning.
Tampa Bay beating the Orioles last night as the Red Sox were off yesterday.
Brings the Rays within 3 in the wild card situation.
And the Yankees also winning a game last night.
They're back in Seattle tonight. It is Furbush for Seattle matched up against A.J. Burnett for the Yankees. And a look at the standings at the moment. Magic number 13 for the Red Sox as Ellsbury with a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Red Sox beginning their final homestand of the season. A 9-day, 10-game stretch here at Fenway Park. Fly ball struck well to left. Thames going back, looking up, and it is gone. Opposite field home run for Jacoby Ellsbury, his 27th home run of the year. The Red Sox able to tie the score with one swing of the bat. It's 5-5.
Now the second time this year that Ellsbury has gone into the monster seats. 2 of his 27. Cut fastball away. Ellsbury to the opposite field. And into the first row of the monster seats.
It's outside for ball to Dustin Pedroia. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 27 home runs on the year now for Jacoby Ellsbury as he ties this game 5-5. Pedroia hits one high and deep to left, up near the light tower, and that ball is gone. Into the monster seats. Red Sox go back-to-back and take a 6-5 lead. 8th time the Red Sox have gone back-to-back on the season. It's home run number 19 for Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, Dustin got a hanging curveball right there from Morrow, and he did not miss it. 3rd time tonight that he has hit the ball very hard. There's the breaking ball, just kind of spins up the home plate, and Pedroia with the home run. His 19th.
Well, the Red Sox had a back-to-back home runs in Tampa Bay on Saturday. That was Saltalamacchia and Ellsbury. This time it's Ellsbury and Pedroia. Adrian with a big cut. And a fastball up, 0-1. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express donate $500 to Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause.
You might have to read that again if Adrian goes deep.
2 down, Adrian Gonzalez waiting on a 1-1. And it's inside, ball 2. Fouled off to the left, and it evens at 2-2. So back and forth we go. And the Red Sox on top now 6-5. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 here in the 4th inning. Ellsbury with a solo shot, Pedroia solo shot. Now a 2-2 pitch to Adrian Gonzalez. Bouncing in for ball 3. Morrow's given up 6 hits and 6 runs now. And the 2 home runs coming in this inning. Gonzalez grounds to Woodward at second base. Adrian is retired, so are the Red Sox, but they go back-to-back, Ellsbury and Pedroia, to get Boston back on top 6-5. Blue Jays back on top again. Winfield with the lead here in the 5th. Jose Bautista, the batter, struck out in the first, homered in the 3rd, and takes that outside. 2-run shot for Bautista, his 42nd home run of the year back in the third inning. No drop in there for strike one. Ball 3, 3-1. The league leaders brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE. 42 home runs, leads not only the American League but the majors. Anderson with 39, Teixeira 37. Leadoff walk for Batista. It's the second walk given up by Tim Wakefield of the night. Eastern Bank is teaming up with Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez to help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in Eastern Massachusetts. Lead runner on here for Toronto in the fifth inning. Edwin Encarnacion, the batter. Fly to right and walked. Big swing and a miss. Outfield is straight away in center and right, but Crawford in left playing to pull. And he is deep in left field.
Yeah, big gap there in left center field.
Encarnacion down 0-2. Since the All-Star break, Encarnacion has hit at .303. On the ground and through into left field, a base hit between Scudero and Youkilis. As Bautista takes second base on the single for Encarnacion. It's time for a game break and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. We'll hear the Red Sox holding on to a one-run lead. There is action in the Red Sox pen. Alfredo Aceves is up in the pen for Boston as Fred Young at the mound talking to Tim Wakefield. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4+, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 78 pitches. For Tim Wakefield, who is trying to get through this fifth inning to make himself eligible for a victory, and that 200th victory and his 8th crack at it as David Cooper bats and takes strike one. Cooper with a double in the second inning, flied out to the warning track in the third inning. A 1-for-2 night. A costly error at first base. It allowed the Red Sox 2 runs to score in the bottom of the first inning. Down 0-2. They're called up on August the 7th from Las Vegas. He's hitting at .364 this year. Led the PCL in averages and in hits. On base percentage, AAA before being moved up. Cooper with a swing and a miss. Strikes out. 5th strikeout for Tim Wakefield. 1 down in the 5th.
And Wakefield staying with the knuckleball this time to get the strikeout. Darting down and away from Cooper.
It's time now for Kettle One honorable moment. On July 24, Tim Wakefield picked up his 199th career win. In that game, he did something only one other pitcher in Red Sox history has done before. He struck out Mike Carp in the 6th inning for his 2,000th strikeout. The Red Sox joining Roger Clemens, the only other pitcher to reach the mark in team history. This is to right center, and Ellsbury on the run will make the catch for his 2nd out of the 5th. The honorable moment is brought to you by Kettle One. So after a walk and a single, Wakefield gets 2 quick outs, getting Cooper to strike out, Laurie to fly out to center. And here comes J.P. Arancibia. Arancibia hit a 3-run home run off Tim Wakefield in the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging in the 3rd. It's out of the way as this one gets away. Bautista to 3rd, Encarnacion to 2nd. It's a pass ball. It gets some of the glove of Jared Saltalamacchia.
It's like Salty turned his head a little bit to the right, and of course the ball was to the glove side and popped right off it and back to the backstop. So 2 men in scoring position now for Toronto.
Down low, and it is 2-0 now to Aaron Sebia. A home run off Tim Wakefield tonight. Got his 22nd home run of the season off Andrew Miller. 3-run shot when we were in Toronto. This one fouled off, and it's 2-1. It's the second home run Aaron Sebia has ever had off Tim Wakefield. In 7 at-bats, 2 home runs. Popped up foul. Gonzalez by the Red Sox dugout will not make the catch. As far as he could and tried to lean in over the railing. Another shot here for Aaron Sebia.
Almost, but not quite. As Gonzalez reaches over, he looks to see exactly how much room he's got. And the ball actually dropped on the steps, just past that guarding that they have down there in the bullpen in the dugout area.
Aaron Sebia hits it in the air to left field, playable for Carl Crawford, who settles underneath and puts it away. So the Blue Jays threaten but do not score. Tim Wakefield through 5 has got a 6-5 lead. Eastern Bank awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Well, Tim Wakefield and the Red Sox head into the bottom of the 5th inning. Wakefield getting through the first 5 and has a 6-5 lead. Jed Lowry in the lineup as David Ortiz was scratched right before the game with back spasms. So Lowry in there tonight as the DH, finding out very late before the game, and he struck out twice against Brandon Morrow. This time he's ahead 2-0. Chase Penn is busy. Another right-hander up. Joel Carino, we saw in Toronto. 2-0 pitch. Now he fouls it off to the left and out of play. Popped up left side. The shortstop Mike McCoy in short left makes a catch for the first out of the 5th inning. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And the question is, who is the last pitcher with 200 career wins to pitch for the Red Sox? There's Tim Wakefield looking for his 200th win tonight. We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. It's Kevin Youkilis. 3rd plate appearance of the night, hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. And take strike 1. On the ground to short, McCoy wrestles it in on the backhand, makes a nice throw. Well, ends up in the dirt, but hard throw anyway from short, and makes a nice play to retire Youkilis. 2 down.
Yeah, very nice play by McCoy at shortstop. Good job on the backhand. Then the throw was bounced to first base, but David Cooper able to come up with it at first base to retire Kevin Youkilis. And certainly McCoy appreciates that. The scoop at first base by Cooper.
2 down here in the 5th inning. Josh Reddick has reached on an error and singled to right. He's been on twice tonight as he takes strike 1. In the air down the left field line. Thames on the run will dive and make the catch in left field. Nice play by Thames. Went diving onto the warning track dirt down the left field line to make the grab. We're through 5 from Fenway. It is 6-5. Boston on top. Chris Woodward and Mike McCoy featured in the inning. Malone grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging in the 3rd. 90th pitch for Wakefield. And it's fouled back to the screen.
Remember Lowen early in this ball game robbing Kyle Crawford of a home run in that Red Sox bullpen.
Two and two now to Lowen. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes for the second time is Lowen. 6 strikeouts for Tim Wakefield. 1 out in the 6th inning.
And good dancing knuckleball right here as it danced right out of the strike zone. Lowen, no contact.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Chris Woodward has struck out swinging and flied out to center field. He is 0 for 2 in the game. It's a fly ball to center field. Jacoby Ellsbury back a few steps. 2 down in the 6th inning as we send it down to Heidi.
Done time for MLB News and Notes, brought to you by HP. Former Red Sox Mike Cameron was released by the Florida Marlins. Cameron has been battling a hamstring injury since September 6th and indicated over the weekend that he's going to retire after the season. If he does, this ends a 17-year career in which he won 3 Gold Gloves and was named to the 2001 All-Star team. And Manny Ramirez was arrested for domestic violence in Florida last night. Ramirez's wife called police when an argument between the two turned violent. Ramirez was charged with battery and released today after posting $2,500 bail. He was ordered to stay away from his wife. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Mike McCoy will pop it up and send Pedroia to short right. It's a 9-pitch, 1, 2, 3, 6th inning for Tim Wakefield. Maybe tonight is the night. 6-5, Red Sox on top. Six to 5, Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays as we head to the home half of the 6th inning. Carl Crawford, Marco Scutaro, Jared Saltalamacchia face Brandon Morrow. And it's a pitch down and in. Crawford has grounded out to second base, flied out to the warning track in center field. He is 0 for 2 in the game. It's a high drive out towards left center field. Lowen going back at the wall. It is off the wall. Thames plays the carom. Crawford throws the brakes on around second. He'll retreat with a leadoff wall ball double to get this 6th inning started.
Second time tonight that Crawford's hit the ball very well, got robbed of a home run, and now plants this one off the left field wall. He was thinking about 3 bases, but with nobody out, you don't want to make that first out at third base. Crawford holds up at second in scoring position. Nice job backing up right there, too, by Thames.
The pitching line brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. Brandon Morrow, 5+ now, 7 hits, 6 runs for the Mern, thanks to the error that happened in the first inning, led to 2 runs, a walk, 2 Ks, and he's thrown 94 pitches. Crawford with a leadoff double to begin the 6th inning. Marco Scudero the batter.
I know Terry Francona doesn't like the bunt, but let's see if he does here with Scudero.
Luis Perez, left-hander, up in the pen for the Jays. Marco is squaring. He drops it down foul. Inside, a ball and a strike to Marco Scudero.
Scudero's got to be thinking now, moving that ball to the right side. Advance Crawford to third base with less than 2 outs.
Gets the bunt down towards third. Laurie will fire to first, and it is just in time to get him. Crawford takes third base.
A good job by Marco Scudero. The small things have to be done. And he gets the bunt down perfectly down that third base line, pulls Laurie off the bag, gets Crawford to third base.
A sacrifice for Scudero. Crawford at third and John Farrell to the mound. Saltalamacchia coming up. And he's had Luis Perez up in the pen. He's going to go get him. 6-5. Red Sox on top. 1 out in the 6th inning. Runner at third base. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. In the game is Luis Perez, a left-hander. His 34th appearance of the year, 3-3, 4.76 earned run average. It's hitting at 279 against Perez. Last time out was a loss. He made the start against the Red Sox, lasted just 2 2/3 and gave up 8 runs. So here he is against the Red Sox again. Jared Saltalamacchia. The infield in all the way around. A ball dropped by Aaron Sebia. Jared is 0 for 2. That was all against Brandon Morrow. Grounded out to first and grounded out to second. Perez had made 4 starts while in the rotation before moving back to the pen after that last start against the Red Sox. 1-1 with a 7.23 earned run average. A guy who's gone multiple innings in the past for John Farrell. 9 of his 29 relief appearances have been more than 2 innings. 2-0 pitch. He's down low. 3-0.
Tried back-to-back changeups and missing with both of them.
Into left field, a base hit for Saltalamacchia. Here comes Crawford. He'll score. And the Red Sox take a 7-5 lead.
Saltalamacchia with the green light on the 3-0 count. Infield pulled in. Base hit between third and short. Got a good pitch to handle on the 3-0 count and handled it well.
Saltalamacchia with an RBI single. And the Red Sox on top by 2 again, 7-5. 1 out in the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury, the batter, he's had a good night again tonight. After he grounded out in the first inning, doubled and scored in the second, and hit a solo home run opposite field into the monster seats in left, which at the time tied the game 5-5. Line into right field this time for a base hit. Saltalamacchia will stop at second, and Luis Perez continues to be no mystery for the Red Sox.
Well, Jacoby Ellsbury, after going the other way in the first 2 bats, gets a fastball down and in and pulls it this time in the right field on the line. So still nobody out here in the 6th inning as the Red Sox look to tack on.
3-hit performance. He's third in that category with 18 of them now. Adrian on top, tied with Michael Young. First and second, 1 out. Dustin Pedroia coming up. In the air to left for Pedroia. Back deep and gone into the monster seats. Dustin's second home run of the night. This one's a 3-run job. It puts the Red Sox on top 10-5.
The way that Pedroia was swinging the bat tonight, there's no way they were going to have him bunting in that situation. And he just hits another home run. So he turns around. It was a terrible road trip into a great start to this homestand. First pitch fastball.
20th home run of the year, first time that he has dipped into the 20s in his career, and this gives the Red Sox a 5-run lead. Gonzalez takes a pitch inside, and it's 2-0. So Luis Perez has faced 3 batters, given up 2 singles and a home run. Has not been the answer for John Farrell at the moment. Gonzalez tonight has walked and grounded out twice. It's jammed and flips it foul. 2-1. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore, revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. 1 out, 2-1 the count to Gonzalez. Base is empty thanks to the 3-run home run by Pedroia. It's ball 3.
Good news down in Baltimore. The Orioles have tied that score at 2-2 in the 7th inning.
Adrian has a base hit into right center. 4 straight hits for the Red Sox against Luis Perez. Let's check in with Tom Kerr and find out how that happened. TC? Okay, Tom, thanks very much. John Farrell making the move. Luis Perez does not get anybody out. And Carino makes his way in. It's 10-5. Red Sox on top. Faces a total of 4 batters, gives up 3 singles and a 3-run home run. It's on to Joel Carino, who comes into the game now. His 8th appearance for Toronto, 1-0 with a 0.90 earned run average. Well, it's hitting at .216 against him, and faces Jed Lowry, who is the 7th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the 6th inning. There's ball 1 outside. Lowry struck out twice and popped out. Grounded foul into the seats. Brandon Morrow, who is on the hook at the moment, started this game for the Jays. He went 5 1/3, 7 hits and 7 runs. He walked a batter, struck out 2. There's a ground ball towards second. Woodward will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. As Carino comes in and shuts the door on the Red Sox. But a 4-run 6th inning, including 3-run home run for Dustin Pedroia, as the Red Sox take a 10-5 lead. Men's college hockey doubleheader featuring Vermont, UMass, UNH, and Maine. Tickets are now on sale. Get yours today at redsox.com/frozen Fenway. That's right, it's Tuesday, September the 13th. This was the day that they went on sale, so you want to get your tickets now. Again, Vermont, UMass, UNH, and Maine. All the excitement of outdoor men's college hockey right here at Fenway Park, part of Frozen Fenway. Again, go to redsox.com/frozen Fenway. Eric Thames leading it off here in the 7th inning against the new Red Sox pitcher into the game. Alfredo Aceves is in. He's been warming up a couple times during the game. His 47th appearance, 9-2, with 2.94 earned run average. It's hitting at 204 against him. The 1-0 is in the air to left. Crawford back to make the catch in front of the track for the first out of the 7th inning. It's time now for the flamethrower, brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce. The hot sauce, the iconic wooden cap. And Tim Wakefield tonight looking for his 200th career win. His line, 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. He walked 2, struck out 6 through 96 pitches. The Red Sox adding on 3 more runs in the inning and 4 more runs in the inning and taking a 10-5 lead for Tim. Brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce. The hot sauce, the iconic wooden cap. This will send Bautista to the dirt.
And Bautista was fooled there because that was a breaking ball from Aceves. Might have thought that was a fastball that was coming in straight at him. Instead, it was a breaking ball.
Aceves falling behind 2-0. In the air to shallow right. Reddick coming in and over. Makes the catch for the second out of the 7th inning. Enter the Ford Double Play Sweepstakes, and you could be driving home in a brand new 40-mile-per-gallon Ford Focus and throw out the first pitch at Ford Day at the ballpark on Sunday, September the 18th. Enter to win when you like New England Ford on Facebook. 2 down in the 7th inning. Edwin Encarnacion, the batter. Fly to right, walked and singled. As he takes ball 1 outside. The Red Sox wrapping up their final 24 games of the season against AL East rivals. There's a diving play at third. Youkilis gets up, throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 7th inning for Alfredo Aceves. 7th inning stretch. 10-5. Red Sox have the lead. It's time now for Nesson Daly and Randy Scott. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, Red Sox on top 10-5. And it is Kevin Youkilis to lead it off here in the 7th inning. Youkilis, Reddick, and Crawford. Youkilis hit by a pitch in the first. He's grounded out to short in the third, grounded out to short in the 5th. And takes ball 1 inside.
That's terrific defensive play by Youkilis to end last inning. Of course, diving on that hip. You could tell he was in pain after making the throw to first base.
Inside 2-0.
There's the play by Youkilis, and after he dives and gets up to make the throw, you can see clearly in pain, but doing all he can do.
Seems, Jerry, he has played in pain all season long.
Most of the season. Most of the season.
His back, his ankle. There were times where he wasn't running well at all. It's just something every day this season for him that he's had to play with. 2-1 tap foul. 2-2. Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Youkilis batting here for the 4th time tonight, leading it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox on top by 5 runs. Swing and a miss. Youkilis strikes out for the first out of the 7th inning. So Carino has come into the game, got a double play, and now a strikeout.
Yeah, that's one Youkilis would like to have back, too. That was kind of a hanging slider that time. The timing for Kevin Youkilis has to be off. Very limited at bats over the last couple of weeks.
One down here in the 7th. Josh Reddick, the batter, reached on an error in the first inning, singled in the 3rd, flied out in the 5th. Now grounds one softly at Woodward at second base, and there's 2 down in the inning. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And tonight they're enjoying a 10-5 Red Sox lead with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Carl Crawford is 1 for 3 in the game. Crawford grounded out in the 1st. He flied out to the warning track, and the bullpen really in the 3rd inning with Adam Lowen reaching right at the edge of the bullpen into the bullpen to rob Crawford at the time of a 2-run home run. Liner here into left field for a base hit. Second hit of the night for Crawford. A 2-out single this time.
A lot of nice signs in this game offensively for the Red Sox tonight. Certainly Dustin Pedroia busting out of his slump. Crawford has hit the ball on the button 3 times tonight. This time the line shot to left field for the base hit. See if he goes at first base. If he can get the jump, try to get in a scoring position for Scudero.
There's strike 1 to Marco. In the dirt, and it is 1-1. Scudero singled and scored in the 2nd. He flied out to right in the 4th. Had a sacrifice bunt in the 6th inning. An inning that turned out to be a big inning for the Red Sox, scoring 4 times in the 6th inning to give them a 10-5 lead. They have here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Action again in the pen. Brad Mills, the left-hander, up. In there for strike 2, 2-2. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. 2-2 pitch to Marco Scudero. Have to wait as they check on Crawford, who had to cross over to get back to the bag. (17 out of 22 in the year for Carl. In the air, down the left field line. Long run for Thames, and that's going to fall fair. Thames can't get it. Rolls around in the corner. Crawford trying to score from first. Will. And the Red Sox take an 11-5 lead. A double down in the left field corner for Marco Scudero continues to feast on Blue Jays pitching, and it is an 11-5 Red Sox lead.
Scudero gets a breaking ball down and in, and they was shading him the other way. It was hit high enough, but because of their positioning, they were not able to get to it. Thames has to play it one hop off the wall. Crawford comes in to score.
Safe at second. Safe and secure. New York Life. And for Marco Scudero, his 1,000th career hit. He wanted to get that baseball, and they did. So 2 down, Scudero at second base. And there it is. Kurt Young's got it. And as the pitch misses outside, ball 1. And Carino got the double play to end the 6th. Started this inning well, striking out Youkilis, getting Reddick to ground out, but a single for Crawford, a double for Scudero, and a run scored. And all of a sudden, Red Sox have got another run here against Carino. Here's a one-hopper to third. Laurie's got it. His throw is low, but dug out nicely by Cooper at first base to end the inning. Red Sox pick up a run, take an 11-5 lead through 7. Simple as your checking account. Should come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. It's 11-5. The Red Sox have the lead over the Toronto Blue Jays as we head to the 8th inning, and it'll be David Cooper, Brett Laurie, and J.P. Arancibia to face Alfredo Aceves. Mike Aviles is now at third base for Kevin Youkilis, who comes out of the game with Red Sox on top 11-5. There is strike 1 over the outside corner. So Uke with the rest of the night off. I think you're going to see a lot of this moving forward if games get out of hand or he is more sore than usual. He'll come out of some games. He'll sit some games. This one is into left field and a base hit for Cooper to begin things in the 8th. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who's the last pitcher with 200 career wins to pitch for the Red Sox? And the answer, John Smoltz. He won his 200th career game as a member of the Braves in 2007. He joined the Red Sox in 2009. Smoltz is one of 110 pitchers with 200 career wins. Since 1900, 16 pitchers who have pitched for Boston have been members of the 200-win club, including Curt Schilling, David Wells, Jamie Moyer, Tom Seaver, and Fergie Jenkins.
Curt Schilling was my initial thought on that, and then I remembered about John Smoltz coming over to the Red Sox.
It's always tricky because he didn't do it with the Red Sox, so I always forget that part of it.
Right.
0-1 to Laurie is fouled off to the right. And it's 0-2 now to Brett Laurie. This one fouled off to the right. Still 0-2. It's amazing how much the American League Central has changed in a hurry. The Tigers, who have won 10 games in a row, they picked the best time of the year for them to go on this kind of run. They've now opened up an 11.5 game lead. Wow. In first and second place in the Central. Relatively close.
That was like 3 games just a little while ago.
So Tigers wide open now in the Central. They have a 1-0 lead tonight against the Chicago White Sox in their game. Look at that division that was pretty close. The Indians were making a run. The White Sox are making a run. Not anymore. Tigers winning their last 10. Have the lead tonight. The West is a little different, though. That is still pretty tight. 3 games back are the Angels behind Texas. And 0-2 pitch coming to Laurie. He's outside, and it's 1-2.
Now, for 3 quarters of the year, the Cleveland Indians were quite a story in baseball this year.
Swing and a miss. Laurie strikes out. First strikeout for 7 since coming into the game. It is time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam with JP Arancibia coming up. He hit a 3-run home run in the second inning off Tim Wakefield for Arancibia. His 23rd home run of the year. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. They reviewed that and determined that correctly it was a home run. Jerry Davis, the crew chief. 1 on, 1 out. Arancibia fouls the first pitch back. Showed you the home run. Since then, he has struck out swinging and flied out to left. He was 1 for 3 in the game. On the ground up the middle, Scudero dives. He'll flip with his glove, but not near Pedroia. Ends up getting by him. Tried to go glove to glove. Instead, he flips it wide of Pedroia, and it's a base hit for Arancibia, his second hit of the night.
A nice effort by Marco Scudero as he dives behind second base. The only option he had really was to try this. He couldn't go to the hand to throw it to second base. Just try to flip it, hope he can control it out of that glove, but not quite.
So 2 on, 1 away. Adam Lowen, the batter. Lowen is 0 for 3 in the game. Center fielder tonight for the Jays. That's a fly ball to his counterpart in center, Jacoby Ellsbury. Makes the catch. 2 down in the 8th inning. Immediately following tonight's game, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live at TC Peter and Heidi. Get a breakdown of Tim Wakefield's outing, including his take on tonight's performance. We'll still have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Two down, 2 on. And Chris Woodward has been called back, it appears. And we'll have a pinch hitter for Woodward coming out. Mark Tien is going to pinch hit from the Kansas City Royal. I want to remind you to vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week and enter to win a $100 gift card from Nesson to the Yawkey Way team store. So Mark Tien pinch hitting for Chris Woodward with 2 outs here in the 8th. 2 on, a chance to go deep. Woodward tonight had been 0 for 3 from the number 9 spot in the Jays order. On the ground, right side. Pedroia plays the hop and throws out Tien at first base. That'll wrap up the top of the 8th. We're 7.5 deep. Red Sox on top 11-5. Back come the Sox. Couple of home runs tonight for Pedroia. 2 of them in the game for Dustin Pedroia. He's now got 20 on the season. 2-run shot of the 4th, a solo shot in the 6th inning. And Tim Wakefield, who right now is in line for win number 200, has an 11-5 lead. He's got some good work from the bullpen. As Wakefield went 6 innings, giving up 5 runs. Alfredo Cevis goes 2 innings, giving up 2 hits. And defensive replacement now for the Jays, Kelly Johnson in at second base as Chris Woodward was hit for, and Brad Mills is into the game, 4th pitcher of the night for the Jays. So Jacoby Ellsbury, top of the Red Sox order, to lead it off. Ellsbury with a 3-hit night. Double in the 2nd, homer in the 4th, single in the 6th inning. With 189 hits, new career high for him. Shinichi Tozawa is warming up in the Red Sox pen, one of the 6 players added to the Red Sox roster today. Of course, had Tommy John surgery. 2-0 pitch is low and away, 3-0. Pedroia, then Gonzalez expected here in the 8th. Down to first goes Ellsbury on a 4-pitch walk to begin things in the 8th. Well, in the next round of our newest reality competition series, AT&T School Nesson College Face-Off. The University of Vermont, Massachusetts go head-to-head. Find out who takes this battle of wits tonight after Red Sox coverage. And visit nesson.com/schooled for more. Lead runner on in the 8th, Dustin Pedroia. He's had a 3-hit night, the 2 home runs we showed you, but also a double. His sacrifice line out to left. 3 RBI night for Pedroia. It's time for a game break, and Tom Karen, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here it is 11-5, Red Sox on top. And that is ball 3. That is now 7 straight balls thrown by Brad Mills. As he has come into this game. That's a strike. His first. 3-1. Right-hander up in the pen, Danny Farquhar. In the air to left. This will grab some wall. High on the wall. Pedroia is headed for second base. Stopping at third is Ellsbury. He falls down and has to dive back to the bag. But Pedroia on his 4th hit of the night gets his 2nd double.
How about Pedroia tonight? Jump on my shoulders, fellas. I'm going to carry it through offensively. Line shot off that left field wall. 2nd double of the night. 2 home runs. A sacrifice fly. Doing everything offensively. Ellsbury slipping around third base. Whoops. But plenty of time to get back.
Second and third, nobody out. And Adrian Gonzalez coming up, infield in. Adrian has walked, grounded out twice, and singled. Ball 2, 2-0. Line into center field, a base hit for Gonzalez. Ellsbury will score. They will stop Pedroia at third base as the Red Sox take a 12-5 lead.
Gonzalez, fastball down, right back up the middle into center field for the base hit. Pinch run for at first base.
John Farrell out to get Brad Mills, who gives up a walk, a double, and an RBI single. Pitching change from Fenway. Red Sox on top, 12-5. The pitcher is Danny Farquhar into the game. He had 54 appearances in the minors this year, 4-5. with a 4.07 earned run average. Sitting at 292 against him as he comes into the game here. Pinch runner at first base for Adrian Gonzalez. Lars Anderson called up today when the Pawtucket Red Sox season ending over the weekend. And a pinch hitter as Connor Jackson checks in here. We saw him run into the wall here at Fenway Park in right. Was banged up for a little while, but pinch hits here for Jed Lowry. Fouls it off behind the Red Sox dugout. Mills responsible for the men on first and third. Pedroia at third. Anderson at first base. Jackson down 0-2. Coming up after the game, it's Granite City Electric's Red Sox final with TC Peter and Heidi. And the final word from Fenway and a preview of tomorrow's pitching matchup between John Lackey and Ricky Romero in the series finale with the Blue Jays, plus highlights from around the majors. It's all coming up right after the game, only on NESN. In the air to left field. Thames moving back to make the catch, tagging at third base, and scoring is Pedroia. The Red Sox take a 13-5 lead.
Well, Connor Jackson getting his first at bat in quite some time and delivers the RBI with the sacrifice fly to left field.
Ace ticket scoreboard. Baltimore defeats Tampa Bay tonight 4-2. This will give the Red Sox some more room here as they enjoy a 13-5 lead. One out in the eighth inning, and here's Mike Aviles, who took over for Kevin Youkilis last inning. Bats for the first time. Youkilis tonight had been 0 for 3 and been hit by a pitch. It was a .250, 5 homers, 33 runs batted in. As he takes strike one. Line into center field, a base hit for Aviles. Anderson up to second base on the single by Aviles. And there's 2 on now with 1 out. Well, share the game with your fellow Sox fans by following NESN on Twitter. See what some of you had to say about the game tonight. A lot of talk about Tim Wakefield tonight. The additions for the Red Sox, Iglesias and Anderson joining the team tonight. And the Jays defense. Be sure to include the hashtag Red Sox for your tweets to be considered. Josh Reddick batting here. He's been on base twice tonight, reached on an error in the first inning, singled in the third. Since then has flied out and grounded out. The 0-2 pitch is a ball. It didn't go. So Jerry Davis, third base umpire. And it's 1-2 to Reddick. Action for Toronto. Chad Beck, right-hander up in the pen. Reddick down the line and right, foul. Inside to Reddick, straightens him up. 2-2. Visit the official online shop of the Red Sox at redsox.com. Browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear, including official caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your team gear straight from the source. Shop redsox.com/shop. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left, out of play. Red Sox now 16 hits in the game to go along with their 13 runs. Reddick pops it up. Out goes Kelly Johnson, the second baseman. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning. 2 down. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow the Red Sox will get their second look at Jays' Ricky Romero in just under a week. Romero was 0-2 against the Sox this season before his start last Thursday. Picked up the win, striking out 7 6 2/3. The AL pitcher of the month in August is 7-1 overall in his last 9 starts. NESN's live coverage begins tomorrow at 12:30 with Red Sox first pitch. So 2 down in the 8th. And Carl Crawford, the batter. He has 2 hits, a 2 for 4 night going. As he takes ball 1 inside. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. Popped up, back at third, headed towards foul ground, and Laurie can't make the catch.
A little bit different playing third base here at Fenway than it is up at the Rogers Center. Rogers Center, plenty of room to make that catch, but you run out of real estate very quickly here at Fenway.
Outside for ball 3, 3-1 now to Crawford. In the dirt, ball 4, and down to first base goes Crawford. Loads the bases for the Red Sox with 2 outs here in the 8th. First walk given up by Farquhar. Well, tomorrow following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC, Peter, and Heidi at 1. The preview, John Lackey started tomorrow's season series finale with the Blue Jays. Plus the Boston Globe's Peter Abraham will have the latest news from the Red Sox clubhouse. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 12:30 right here on NESN. Eighth member of the Red Sox to bat here in the 8th inning. Marco Scudero, 2 hits and an RBI in this game. He's at a .524 against the Toronto Blue Jays this season. It's outside, ball 3, 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. The runs that have scored so far in this inning were charged to Brad Mills. Didn't record an out, gave up 2 runs. There's ball 4, and this will bring in a run. From third base comes Lars Anderson, and the Red Sox get their 14th run of the night. It's 14-5. Another RBI for Scudero. A bases loaded walk here for Marco. So bases loaded With 2 outs for Jared Saltalamacchia, 1 for 490, singled in the 6th inning. And he takes strike 1. Pinch runner at first base for Marco Scutaro, Jose Iglesias. That is strike 2. 0-2 now to Saltalamacchia. Ninth time this season the Red Sox have batted around. Saltalamacchia, the gap in left center field. This will get down. Vila scores. Crawford will score. And from first, Iglesias will score. Bases clearing double for Saltalamacchia. A 17-5 lead for the Red Sox.
Saltalamacchia with a 4 RBI night tonight. A single back in the 6th inning when the Red Sox got 4 runs to drive in a game, and now a double. That ball was down. Saltalamacchia finds the gap in left center field and drives in 3 runs. Offensive explosion tonight for the Red Sox.
Now it is strike 1 to Jacoby Ellsbury. The 1 pitch is a strike over the inside corner, and it's 0-2. It's the most runs the Red Sox have scored in a game this season as this one gets away from Aaron Sebia. And Saltalamacchia will take third base. It's a pass ball charged to Aaron Sebia. Previous high had been 16 runs for the Red Sox.
It's like a slider there, just deflects off the glove of Aaron Sebia, and Saltalamacchia kind of just jogs into third base.
Into left field, a base hit for Ellsbury. From third base, Saltalamacchia scores, and the Red Sox lead at 18-5. It's a 4-hit night for Jacoby Ellsbury, who's on base for the 5th time. Pitching change from Fenway, 18-5 Red Sox.
Hanging breaking ball back in the 4th inning for a solo job, and then a 3-run home run and a fastball middle in That coming in the 6th inning.
18-5. Red Sox on top in the game, and here is Pedroia. Chad Beck, whose numbers from the minor leagues this season. Pedroia hits one in the air to center field. Back goes Lowen onto the track to make the catch that ends the inning. So Beck with one pitch ends the 8th. But the Red Sox have an 18-5 lead as they head to the 9th. By Southwest Airlines, Mazda, Cholula Hot Sauce, by New England Subaru Dealers, Sullivan Tire, by Kettle One Vodka, and by Bermuda Tourism. Well, it's 18-5. Red Sox on top of the Toronto Blue Jays. As we head now to the top of the 9th inning, a lot of changes for the Red Sox. Darnell McDonald in center field now. In the game in left, Joey Gathright returning to the Red Sox. And in the infield, some changes. Jose Iglesias stays in the game at shortstop. First base, Lars Anderson. New battery entirely as Ryan Lavarnway into the game to do the catching. Mike McCoy leading it off in the 9th for Toronto, and almost gets hit with the first pitch from Shinichi Tozawa. Tozawa in the minor leagues this year. 22 games, 8 starts, 4-4 with a 4.61 earned run average. And the year in the 60-day DL, recovering from Tommy John surgery. And that performed in April of last year. 6 rehab appearances in Single-A Salem before being activated. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Tozawa's only other major league stint came in 2009. He was 2-3 with a 7.46 ERA in 6 games, 4 starts that year for the Red Sox. Red Sox signed him as an international free agent. His pitch misses, and it evens at 2-2. Reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage coming up after the game from our Nesson studios. We'll hear from Tim Wakefield live during the post-game show. The 2-2 is outside, ball 3. A nice job tonight by Alfredo Aceves. Went 2 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out a batter. Another multi-inning effort for Aceves. Corey will foul it off. To left field, and Gathright moving in and over to make the running grab. First out of the ninth. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings where the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. One out in the ninth inning, and it brings up Eric Thames. Set by a pitch in the first, singled in the third, fly to right in the fourth, and lined out in the seventh inning. Fly ball to left, struck well. This is back and high off the wall. Gathright will play the ricochet, but into second base with a double goes Eric Thames, his second hit of the night.
And the third time he's been on base, got hit by a pitch back in the first inning, the single in the third, and now the double in the ninth. Fastball from Tazawa away, and away to the opposite field goes Thames.
Jose Bautista, the batter. This will bounce in, knocked down by Lavarnway. On the corner for strike one, 1-1. Outside for ball two, 2-1. Fouled off, and it evens up at 2-2. Bautista earlier in the game with a 2-run home run. What better way to start your day than a little Sox talk on the radio home for Boston Red Sox baseball? Join Dennis and Callahan weekday mornings at 6 across the WEEI Sports Radio Network, and of course right here on NESN. Two-two pitch to Bautista. Swing and a miss. Tazawa struck him out. Big swing from Bautista. 2 down in the ninth.
Nice pitch by Tazawa. Goes upstairs. Ties up Bautista with the fastball.
So 2 down, and Edwin Encarnacion, the batter. Flied out to right in the first. Walked in the third. Singled in the fifth. Grounded out in the seventh. Takes ball one. Tim Wakefield will be live during the postgame show tonight. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is inside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Trying to pick off the runner at second, and they can't get him.
Now, that'd have been quite an ending.
Dave's a long way off the bag at second. They almost got him napping.
Yeah, you got picked off right there. He probably thought there were 3 outs. You might as well run the other way toward the bullpen instead of the clubhouse.
Two and 2 the count to Encarnacion. Outside, ball 3, full count. Inside, ball 4, and he walks him. Encarnacion down to first base. 2 on, 2 down. And David Cooper coming up.
Sure, a lot of this crowd right now is waiting around to see if Wakefield will come out of the Red Sox dugout after this game is over.
David Cooper with 2 on and 2 outs will take strike 1. That's Tim Wakefield in his 8th try here tonight to get win number 200. He is an out away from grabbing it here tonight from Fenway Park as Tazawa is ready with an 0-1 pitch. And that is outside. McCoy flied out, Thames double, Batista struck out, Encarnacion walked. 2 on, 2 down in the 9th inning. Here's a 1-1, and it's down and in for ball 2. .22 pitches for Tazawa, 11 have been strikes. The 2-1 pitch. It was up high, ball 3. Doug Laurie waiting on deck in the 9th. In the air to center field. Back goes Darnell McDonald's going to be off the wall from second base. Thames will score. And to second with an RBI double goes David Cooper, and it's now 18-6.
Now Cooper's had himself a nice night offensively. A couple of doubles in the game, a single, a 3-for-5 night. Fastball away, takes it off that left field wall for the 2-base hit.
The action now in the Red Sox pen, just getting up. Trevor Miller, the left-hander. This will be the 25th pitch for Shinichi Tozawa. Brett Lawrie, the batter, with 2 down in the 9th. Strike 1 to Lawrie. Strike 2, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. He struck him out in the Red Sox win. Congratulations to Tim Wakefield. He's a 200-game winner as the Red Sox win it 18-6 over the Toronto Blue Jays. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow afternoon for the series finale, the brief 2-game set with the Blue Jays. The live coverage begins at 12:30 from Yawkey Way. It's been a presentation of Nesson, New England's most watched sports network. Let's send it now to the Nesson Television Center and Tom Caron.